What's up, YouTube? Troy West back here. You're watching the Solid Sports and Gaming channel. As it's another Monday, so welcome to another edition, the Week 6 edition. Already Week 6 in the NFL, the NFL Monday Football Hangover. Thank you so much for watching this week. Appreciate you guys. Been getting a lot of love. Like I said, last week was my birthday, so been getting a lot of love from that. So I thank you guys once again. Bear with me, a little windy outside. You might hear a little noise in the background as always. But thank you guys for always being supportive. And I just appreciate you guys. Another crazy week in the NFL. We're going to look at all the games so far that's transpired through week 6. And then we'll look at tonight's game, big game in the AFC East, as the Buffalo Bills go to MetLife Stadium and face the New York Jets. Both teams been having a rough couple weeks so far this season. But if the Jets win, it'd be a two-way tie for first place in the East. Of course, you know Miami with all their injuries, and the Patriots, basically another rebuilding year for them, as they turned to Drake May yesterday. So we'll talk about that when we get to that game. But of course, we're gonna start with last Thursday night game. Then we'll work all the way up through Sunday's games, and then we'll look at the Bills and Jets tonight. To wrap up the show. Thank you guys so much. Coming up this week, of course, on Thursday, our live Solid Sports video blog. MLB playoffs are now in the championship series round. AL starts the night game 1. Dodgers dominant last night over the New York Mets to take a 1-0 lead. They will play their game 2 today. So by the time we get to Thursday, we'll see where the both series slab. We'll talk about that. We got NBA. As the NBA season is coming soon as well. And of course, we're looking ahead to week 7 in the NFL. Live 3 o'clock again, Central Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, live right here on YouTube. So thank you for that. I'm going to do just like I did last week with this video. So I'll be in the chat. I'm going to do a premiere. So I think even though a lot of people didn't come through, I want to have the chat to be open. And that's the wind that you hear there. Very windy today here in Baltimore, but thank you guys for bearing with me as always. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get the show started. We're going to start with our first game. 49ers defeated the Seattle Seahawks 36-24. So now the Niners and the Seahawks, they are tied at 3-3 and lead the division. The Niners lead the division due to the tiebreaker. Niners, I think, just got to get a little healthy, get things acclimated. I think they're going to be fine. I still think they're the best team in this division. Rams and Cardinals still trying to find themselves. Cardinals, just an up and down team, and the Rams with a lot of injuries. Seattle is just that I just think they need to clean some things up. Geno Smith, some bad turnovers. But I just think the Niners are just a better team. I think they're going to wind up winning this division. But I think Seattle might stay close, make them sweat a little bit. We'll see what both of these teams do in the upcoming weeks. But the Niners, like I said, just a better team here once they get healthy. Chris McCaffrey, still don't know how long he's going to be out. So that's the thing. We got to keep an eye on that. But other than that, this Niners team is going to keep doing what they're doing. Big win for them to get back into the division. But like I said, both teams are now 3-3. So we get into Sunday's games. Me being a Ravens fan, excited to talk about this game. Ravens defeat the Washington Commanders 30-23. Both teams are now 4-2 on the season. Washington still lead their division in the East, as you see what happened to Dallas and yesterday. So we'll talk about that game when we get to it. I probably meant to do the Bears Jaguars first, but the way my timeline is, since I'm a Ravens fan, the game shows up first. So I'll just go ahead and get into this game. Jalen Daniels, to look at the Washington side of it, still looked decent for a rookie. Still had a good game, but just wasn't enough. Lamar Jackson looked like the MVP once again. Derrick Henry has been a huge pickup. Actually, I ain't gonna lie, I sort of underestimated this move. I think this completes the offense. Mark Andrews was able to get in the end zone yesterday. Zay Flowers had a big first half. So I think um, the offense sort of found their identity, and now defensively, got to get better at the defensive side of the ball. Speaking as a Ravens fan now, um, got to get things together on that side. But once that happens, I think the Ravens right now one of the best teams in football. Um, as they move to 4-2, of course, Washington falls to 4-2, but they still lead their division. Bears and Jags. This was an early London game. That's why I meant to do this game before. To do this game first, but no need. Jaguars, another flop. They're now 1-5. Um, I mean, I know everybody talk about Trevor Lawrence and he hasn't played well, but yesterday, well, yeah, he had the one turnover, but I think overall he didn't play that bad. Jaguars defense got torched. Caleb Williams looked like the #1 pick yesterday. Um, Jarrell Swift and that running game, but the Bears defense to me is really the anchor of this team. Most of these games they've been able to control um, the other side of the ball, so I think they give the Bears a chance to win every game this year. The Bears are now 4-2 in a tight now NFC North race. As we talk about the Packers and the Lions coming up, but big win for the Bears over in London. Jags again fall to 1-5, and a season doesn't look that promising right now. Houston Texans on the road defeated the New England Patriots 41-21. Drake May first start, as I said, for New England. The numbers they look bad, but still has some rookie growing pains. Houston, like I said, still it's just they 5-1, and you can't take that away from them. But they still don't look. I still think they can play better than what they play, which is scary because you think they're going to get better as the season goes on. C.J. Stroud still doing his thing. No Nico Collins yesterday, but the Texas offense still was rolling. Joe Mixon, another big pickup on the running backs. Him, Saquon Barkley, and Derrick Henry moving on has really helped their teams. But I think Houston still got another year. We'll see if they can get to it. First win in New England in their franchise history was I think it was 0-6 or 0-7, I think, including playoff games up there. And they finally get their first win in New England. Of course, no Tom Brady, no Bill Belichick though, but they get it done. Patriots now 1-5 after shocking the Bengals at Week 1. Thought it would be, thought things would be promising for them, but this was the year you pretty much expected for the Patriots as they fall to 1-5. We'll see if they stick with that. I think you got to stick with Drake May now. Go ahead and let him play the rest of the season. Whatever happens, other than injury. You should just go ahead and let him play. Like I said, I think he didn't play that bad. He had the turnover, but we'll see if he keeps growing. I think that's the thing with teams like this. When you're in this situation, you just want to see improvement every week. Of course, you want to win, but if you see your team improve every week, I think that's a plus to take it to next season. Eagles and Browns. Eagles win it at home 20-16. Eagles now move to 3-2 as they was on their bye last week. Browns are now 1-5, and nothing positive looking up for the Browns for the rest of the season. We'll see if they decide to bench Deshaun Watson or not. I think that's what's all we'll be talking about the Browns for now. Eagles, getting A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith help that offense, but still not. The Eagles, sort of how I feel about the Texans. Just I don't know. It's just still something missing. Yeah, they won the game, but didn't look that great doing it. But they did get the win. Of course, the controversy with Coach Nick Sirianni yelling at the fans as time was expiring in the game. Philly fans, like I said, I know them a little bit. I lived in South Jersey part of last year, and I just knew people from up there before that. These fans are unforgiving. They're going to let you know what it is. People say, well, he should keep his mouth shut. I don't know. I don't know what was said by the fans. I don't know exactly what he said. I don't think he should talk to the fans either overall. But if he thinks it's going to motivate the Eagles, Why not? Because they need it. They're not playing that good, even though they won this game. Um, Still in the thick of things in the East. Um, so that was a big win yesterday. Only a game out the win column. So I don't think they played that many division games yet. So Eagles in prime position to make a run. Um, so they 3-2. Browns again. I said is 1-5. Don't know what's going to happen with the Browns, but we'll see. Green Bay Packers defeated the Arizona Cardinals. I had this as my upset pick of the week. Thought the Cardinals was going there and sort of squeak out a win again, but didn't happen. Green Bay dominant. I think Joe Love back to his old self. 34-13 was the final score. Um, Packers couldn't anything past the Packers. They played really, really good football. Um, they're now 4-2. Like I said, the NFC North is going to be uh, crazy this year. It's going to be nuts. All these good teams in the division, everybody with at least 4 wins. I think Green Bay is 4-2. Detroit is 4-1. They had to bye. Minnesota sitting undefeated. They bye, and Chicago just won. So every team with at least 4 wins in that division. So I think it's possible, right? That all the whole division can make the playoffs. This might be one of these years that this happened, and it could be from this division. Because I think Minnesota, everybody's waiting for them to fall, but I think Minnesota is just too talented. I think they're going to stay alive. Might not win the division. Maybe Green Bay or somebody will catch them. Detroit, like I said, Detroit the way they looked. But I think they're going to be definitely in the vying for one of these wild card spots. Can't count out the Bears, the way their defense is playing. Green Bay, you see what they're doing. So that division, that's what I take out from this game. The Packers just keep afloat. And Joy Love looked pretty good. I still think he should tune up his throwing a little bit. I think he gets in trouble sometimes when he do those pedal away backwards throws. But once he cleans that up and gets that better, the Packers are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Got a young team, so they're going to grow together. So the NFC North is going to be very, very interesting for the next few years. But a big win for the Packers to stay alive, to keep pace, I should say, with everybody else in the division. NFC South matchup wasn't really a matchup. Buccaneers defeat the New Orleans Saints 51-27. Buccaneers was pretty much dominant for this game. The New Orleans fought back. They fought back, actually took the lead, but then got shut out after going up 27-24. It was all Buccaneers after that. Buccaneers didn't have a clean game. Baker had 3 turnovers, three interceptions. But other than that, he was sharp. His defense flew around, played good football, especially in the second half. Saints, I guess I was wrong again. As soon as I started believing in the Saints again, they turned back into this. But the Tampa, like I said, I really like the Buccaneers. I think they're a really good football team. I think they're going to have something to say also in the NFC in this game, so to give you credence to that. So the Buccaneers go to 5-2, or is it 4-2? Did they have their buck? Yeah, they had their bye, so they 4-2. Excuse me. And the Saints are now 2-4, as I think they already had their bye. Let me just be 1,000% sure on that. I'll be trying to remember everybody's record before I start the show. But I believe that's how it is. Yeah, 4-2 and 2-4. Yeah. So both of these teams have had they bye already. Well, let's go to the AFC South now. Colts squeaking by the Titans 20-17. Colts move to 3-3. Titans are now 1-5. Let me talk about the Titans first. Will Levis, you see the flash in the kid. I think he could be something, but he had to rain down these turnovers. Like I said, you're always going to preach that. You can't turn the ball over. They could easily be winless, but I think they could be at least have three wins because of the turnovers. So Calvin Ridley, he voiced his frustration yesterday. It's warranted. I just think they need to go to somebody that don't turn the ball over. You got the talent. You just need to go to somebody that don't turn the ball over. But I think they pretty much in on Will Levis for some reason. So I think they just gonna let him crash out the rest of the year, and hopefully he improve next year. That's how it's starting to look. What the Titans doing? Colts again. Joe Flacco started yesterday, so the Anthony Richardson question mark is still a question mark. But still a win for the Colts to get back to 500. Like I said, Colts got some talent as well. Um, it's gonna be interesting to see. I don't know how long Richardson's out, but if Flacco keeps winning, it'd be just like him in Cleveland last year. They might just ride his hot hand. Maybe you can ride him into the playoffs, get a playoff spot. Um, but that's the thing to look at for the Colts for the rest of the season. But they ease out a 3-point win, 20-17. Colts again, 3-3. Titans fall to 1-5. AFC West. Chargers defeat the Broncos 23-16. Score don't really tell that much story of this game. Chargers pretty much dominated this game. Justin Herbert looked very sharp. Best he looked all year. Broncos finally come back down to earth a little bit. Went on a little 3-game winning streak. Chargers are now 4-2. Let me see. Or is they 3-2? So I think they just coming off a bye. Right. So Broncos are even at 3-3. Big game for the Broncos this week. As they go back to New Orleans. Well, it's a big game for Sean Payton, I should say. Go back to New Orleans Thursday night. So we'll take a look at that game on Thursday. Chargers. We'll see what the year holds off for them. I still think they need to get better on defense a little bit, even though this was a decent game here. But both of these teams, we'll see how they play the rest of the season. AFC just became pretty much wide open. You know, it's pretty much wide open. We thought the East would be better. The East is kind of down this year now, so you see this lead over the South is. So everybody got a shot at one of these playoff spots. So both of these teams will still be heard of for the rest of the year. Steelers, big win over the Las Vegas Raiders, 32-13 yesterday. I watched most of this game. TJ Watt is unbelievable, and also Max Crosby is unbelievable. Even though Max just got frustrated, couldn't really get to Justin Fields. The Steelers did enough. And I'm impressed with Justin Fields. I have to say, I was impressed with his play yesterday. Missed some throws still got to get a little bit more accurate. But I mean, I think his decision making was probably the best I've seen all year. Najee Harris, big runs for him yesterday. And the Steelers defense, like I said, forcing the turnovers. TJ Watt, I think, forced 2 himself. This Steelers team, me being a Ravens fan, always scared of it. Well, I don't mean to say scared. Nervous about this Pittsburgh Steelers team. They just don't fold. They barely beat themselves. That Dallas loss was a tough loss last week, but I think they got over that. Steelers are now 4-2, tied with the Ravens for first in the division. I think the Raiders fall to 2-4 in the West, and is in last place right now. Yes, that is correct. Okay, we finally got to this game. Lions destroy the Dallas Cowboys 47-9. I was following this game. Part of me not surprised. I just think Dallas is overrated, especially this year. They got a lot of injuries though, so defensively you can see why, but offensively, no running game to speak of. And it's very ugly hit yesterday. They couldn't just throw. Detroit didn't let them just throw the ball around. Only 3 field goals given up. Of course, the big story from this game is the Aiden Hutchinson injury. Broken fibula. He's out for the year. Obviously, had to have emergency surgery to repair that leg. Hopefully, come back stronger than ever. Already rumors about Max Crosby possibly going to Detroit in a trade. So just something to keep your eye on. Only why I'm giving, I usually don't give rumors too much say, but I heard it on TV, on a respectable network, so maybe it's some truth to it. But if that happens, Detroit, but I think Detroit will be fine either way. This team, like I said, I think I think they are the best team in the NFC right now, even over Minnesota. Even though Minnesota is undefeated, um, and I think they play this week actually, Detroit and Minnesota. So that's a huge game for both teams. But I like the Detroit team. Jared Goff. I always gotta say I apologize because I've pretty much written him off. But he's got to Detroit and is still having a great career. So huge win for the Lions. Stay pace with the Minnesota Vikings now. Like I said, big game next week as they 4-1. Minnesota's undefeated. Dallas falls to 3-3, but it don't feel like 3-3. It feel like a 0-6, just how things is going for the Cowboys. Of course, they one of the teams everybody talk about. So they've been talked. They're gonna be talked about all week. I think they on their bye, so comes at a good time. But Dak Prescott got to play better. Hopefully they get healthy on defense, get Michael Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, all those guys was out yesterday. So I give the defense a little bit of a break with the offense because at least there's something to make this a game. But the Lions destroyed them 47-9, 4-1 for Detroit. Dallas fall to 3-3. The Atlanta Falcons defeated the Carolina Panthers in this NFC South matchup, 38-20. This was pretty much Carolina hung around, I think, in the beginning, then Atlanta pulled away. So right now, the Kirk Cousins signing looked like it was worth it. As they now 4-2, Panthers fall to 1-5. Just like Carolina, just like New England. Not sure how this season gonna go. I guess you just keep Bryce Young out. Why bring him back unless injury have to bring him back? I would just go ahead and just let Andy Dalton ride out the season. With Atlanta, try to stay on stage, keep pace with Tampa as they now tied, but they actually at first place because they beat Tampa. So Atlanta is actually at first place. New Orleans has fallen off, and Carolina's Carolina. So I think it's going to be between the Falcons and the Buccaneers, which I thought it would be this year. I still would get Tampa the edge, even though Atlanta's already beaten them. I still would get Tampa. I just think Tampa just a little bit better. I just think, they beat them in overtime. Not saying that a win is a win, you beat them, but I just think Tampa's still just a little bit better than Atlanta. So I'm going to lean on that and still think Tampa will win the division. But it's going to be interesting to see how things go for the rest of the season for them as well. Sunday Night Football, Bengals defeat the Giants. Whether this game was boring. It's just a weird vibe to this game. I watched this game last night. Bengals don't get the win 17-7. Giants fall to 2-4. And the Bengals improved to 2-4. Just because the way the AFC is, the Bengals not out of it yet. We'll see if they can put together some wins. Giants really had a chance to really make this a game. Daniel Jones missed a lot of throws. He didn't play horrible, but there was some big throws that he missed. And Nick Davis could have helped in this game. He probably would have had a big play or two that maybe sways the Giants' way. But Bengals defense played a lot better. Offensively, Joe Burrow didn't play bad either, but just a lot of missed opportunities. Couldn't finish drives, but they did enough to get the win by 10. So Cincinnati still holding on 2-4. Giants are 2-4. They wanted to get this win to keep pace with the East because even though Washington is rolling, they've never been there before. So that win would have kept them in contention. So this was a big loss for the Giants as they fall to 2-4. So we got one game left. We're going to talk about Bills-Jets. Preview that game tonight. Buffalo at 3-2, Jets at 2-3. Buffalo is a slight 1-point favorite on the road. This is a big game in the NFC East. Winner will be in first place. So it's a huge game tonight. Bills, like I said, first 3 games look unbeatable. I drunk the Kool-Aid a little bit, but then when they start playing better competition, we see what the Bills are. Josh Allen, too much pressure on him. Somebody's going to step up, like I said, on the offensive side of the ball to help him. Defensively, not bad, but haven't played well the last couple of weeks in the 2 losses. Jets, defense have played pretty much good all year. It's been the offense. Aaron Rodgers doesn't look great at all. He usually comes on in the fourth quarter. Seems like that's when he start playing well, but sometimes it be too late. As they only 2 or 3. But they got opportunity tonight. They win this game. You're in first place despite all the noise and all the drama. You're in first place. Of course, intern coach play tonight. Of course, Robert Saleh got fired last week. So I think this is a big game for the Jets. That's why I'm going with the Jets to win this game. I just think it seems like it happens with every team. Every time you get a new coach, it's just an extra boost that you get. I think that's going to be enough. I think it's going to be a tight game. I say 20-17, Jets win. Last second field goal, something like that. Last minute field goal, and they beat the Bills. They get in the first place and really make things crazy in the East. That's how I see it going tonight. But Aaron Rodgers going to definitely have to play a lot better than he's played for this Jets team. So, and I think he will tonight. Just enough to get them to win. So, got the Jets winning tonight. So far, let me see with my picks. Not doing too bad. Let's see how many wins I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, no, 7. I think I got that wrong. 8, 9. Oh, so I got 11. I got 11. So I'm doing really, really well. So I had a big week this week. So, every week, Fridays, Saturdays, I do my picks. So I'm doing very, very well this week. I think I only got 1 game wrong. 2 games. I only got 2 games wrong this week so far. Yep. So 2 out of 14. So I can go 12-2 tonight if the Jets win. That'd be definitely my best week I've had. Even if I lose, this is one of my better weeks I've had this season. So, okay. So that's it for the show this week. I always just like to go through a quick look at all the football games, all the scores, and perspective of every team. Thursday, like I said, I won't be live. I'll be live. Solid Sports Video Blog, episode 276. Talk about all the sports, MLB playoffs, NBA, and NFL Week 7. All in that show, 3 o'clock Eastern Time on Thursday. So join me for that. Check out my community wall. I put up some stuff today on the community wall. So look out for that. Also, I've been slacking on my shorts. I ain't been doing my shorts lately. So I'm gonna try to do one of those today, my Nintendo Switch shorts, old retro Nintendo games. So I'm gonna try to do that today. Shout out to TV Cutie. She commented on one of my posts today. Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks everybody again for the birthday wishes. Like I said, I need you guys to I want to do shout outs every week. Tomorrow I really don't have nobody to shout out. I'm gonna have to dig and find some people. But shout out Tuesdays, I'm gonna try to do it every Tuesday. So definitely comment, and if I know you're a subscriber, even if you're not, I'll probably just shout you out tomorrow on my community wall. So start commenting in the comments, share the video, like the video. I appreciate you guys. Come here, if you just want to talk sports, get this straight to the point. I'm definitely your guy to come to. Crazy weekend, week 6. Week 7 is coming up. We'll talk about all that on Thursday. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the show up. Troy West said thank you. I'm hungover for some football. I know you are too. I'll see you guys Thursday live right here on YouTube, Solid Sports Video Blog. Appreciate you guys so much. Enjoy y'all week. Stay safe. Peace and love always. And thank you guys so much for the support. Appreciate it.